Hello, namaste. So today, once again, we are here with another topic of Ayurveda.
Ja, heute sind wir wieder da mit einem Thema des Ayurveda.
And today, as we see already, summer season is here. So we are going to talk today regarding the summertime, and especially with reference to Germany, yeah, here in Deutschland. Like what is the effect of summer here in Deutschland? What kind of dosha? What kind of food? And what kind of lifestyle? Yeah.
Genau, und heute reden wir über die quasi Sommerroutine, was man jetzt im Sommer beachten muss, gerade im Speziellen hier in Deutschland, worauf man achten soll, wenn es um die Ernährung geht, ganz genau unsere Verhaltensweisen im Sommer.
Yeah, so those people who are watching us online, if you have any questions, you can write your question in the chat, and at end I will answer your questions. And those people who are sitting over here, if you have also any questions, you can ask me at last, okay?
Also die Leute, die uns online zuschauen, die können auch gerne Fragen in den Chat stellen, dann wird Dr. Devendra sie beantworten. Ihr könnt natürlich auch gerne Fragen stellen, jederzeit.
So classically in Ayurveda, we always speak about the routine, you know, and this routine can be, we can classify this routine into the day routine, like our day routine, yeah, like what time we are getting up, what we are doing, you know, for our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner, and what is happening together with our food and with our dosha, yeah, in our body, yeah, and similarly that is the day routine. But similarly there is another routine based on the season of a year, yeah, in different seasons, what kind of food, what kind of lifestyle, what is happening with our doshas.
Genau, wir können einmal mal von der Tagesroutine ausgehen, was wir zum Frühstück essen, zum Mittagessen, zum Abendessen, was das mit unseren Doshas macht. Und dann gibt es doch mal im Speziellen die Ernährung und die Tagesroutine auf die Sommerzeit jetzt bezogen, auf die Jahreszeiten.
You know, so in different seasons also different doshas. For example, as we know that in a day, what happens in the morning, early morning between 6 to 10, that is a time for the kapha. Then between 10 to 2, that is a time for the pitta, and then aband, yeah, in the afternoon, that is between 2 to 6, that is a time for the vata. Similarly, in different times of the year, there is a different roles of different doshas, yeah.
Genauso wie es am Tag zum Beispiel die verschiedenen Doshas eine Rolle spielen, am Morgen eher Kapha-Dosha, mittags das Pitta und abends das Vata-Dosha. Genauso bestimmen verschiedene Doshas auch die Jahreszeiten.
Yeah, so classically actually if we say classically in Ayurveda, yeah, so classically in Ayurveda it is mentioned that summer season, yeah, summer season is a season when normally the pitta goes high, yeah, so summer is a season when normally the pitta dosha is high because it is very much hot, yeah, it's outside very hot. So when the energy of the sun goes high, the pitta energy, yeah, pitta is all fire, yeah, agni is a fire. So when the sun is high, similarly the pitta in our body also gets high. Aber das ist nicht immer and nicht alle, not everywhere, yeah, that is verschieden. There are many exceptions, Ausnahme, yeah.
Also im Sommer könnt ihr euch auch vorstellen, Pitta steht für Feuer und Hitze, dann dominiert das Pitta-Dosha und genau, das erzeugt auch Hitze im Körper, durch die Sonneneinstrahlung wird alles auch ein bisschen trockener und es ist aber auch nicht die ganze Zeit so, es ist halt im Sommer vorwiegend.
Yeah, so classically in summertime period we can understand in such a way when the more summer rays comes, yeah, strong sun rays comes, then these summer rays also extract the juices from our body. That's why many people in the summertime they start feeling weak because as the sun gets more and more stronger, it absorbs the juices. Yeah, so our body's energy get weak during the summertime when the summer is too hot, and because of this, when it extracts the things, then the body start getting more drier. So our body start getting more trocken. So together with summer heat, the body start getting more trocken, and together with this trocken height, this dryness, what happens? Our body start accumulating more vata, the luft energy. So one side it is pitta, the heat, and second side because of when summer is too strong, it also absorbs the juices from our body. So our body also start getting more dry, but it is not making any symptoms. Only started to getting our body more dry, more trockenheit, yeah?
Dadurch, dass die Sonne einfach heiß ist und die Sonnenstrahlen unseren Körper so ein bisschen auszehren, trockener machen, also durch die Hitze. Entsteht auch einfach mehr, also Vata steht so ein bisschen für Trockenheit, unser Körper trocknet so ein bisschen aus, das sehen wir auch in den Pflanzen, die werden ja auch trockener, ganz genau.
Yeah, so this is a time period when the things started getting more dry, and as we see, if we understand this summer season, little bit we compare, yeah, if this summer season will be somewhere like it in Indian subcontinent, so there what we see, summer season, and then it is just waiting for the monsoon to come, yeah. Now already it's a summer season, but some parts of the India already it is flooding there. It's too much rain, monsoon rain, especially in northeast part you see. So already start getting flood over there. It's too much rain, so monsoon rain, yeah. And some other parts they are expecting the monsoon to come. So one side strong sun rays, and same another side strong rain coming. So that is a time when strong sun and then this rain also coming. That is a time when this vata start getting vitiating. Means now the vata energy is also starting to show the symptoms. And when vata is starting to show the symptom, what is going to happen? Person can have lot of problem related with the vata, and especially pain, schmerzen, yeah. And where schmerzen especially those organs which are easily get affected with the vata, das ist unsere Gelenke, yeah, und unsere Knochen, yeah. So Gelenk and Knochen, they easily get affected by the vata during this season. Which season? Strong summer heat together with strong rain like a monsoon, okay.
Genau, Dr. Devendra hat gerade das Beispiel von Indien gebracht, dass da es auch extrem ist von starker Sonneneinstrahlung, dann kommt der Monsun mit einem starken Regen. Das heißt, es ist auch ein ziemlich krasser Temperaturabfall und das macht uns auch Probleme und das kann hier auch passieren, dass die Sonne scheint und auf einmal regnet es, dann ist ein Temperaturabfall zu vermerken und dann bekommen wir Probleme mit unseren Gelenken, unseren Knochen, das Vata wird erhöht, ganz genau.
Yeah, so mainly Schmerzen, yeah, Vata brings more Schmerzen, yeah, there are other things also with the Vata, but mainly Schmerzen, that is a time period for the Schmerzen or Vata problem. But here in Deutschland, what happens? Here, actually, we don't have an exact summer. We can't say it is any time it goes like too hot. Maybe 30 Grad, especially here, maybe maximal 35. I think that is a maximum here in Deutschland. But that doesn't stay like, we can't say that we will have 10 days of 30 Grad, 30 degrees centigrade. Yeah, it doesn't happen. We have a lot of unterschiedlich. So what I understand so far for last 2 years or 2.5 years here in Germany, that we have so much of difference in even in one day. Like morning, maybe up to 2 or 3, it can be the temperature goes up to 25 degree, strong sun rays, and then suddenly starting a storm and then rain will come. Yeah, so I feel it's not like a monsoon, but the change of the weather suddenly it looks like that the weather changes and also starting getting a little bit more moist also. I can see that the mist start coming from the earth, from the soil. So that is similar to that what is like a monsoon, a mini monsoon. So it's not like a classical monsoon what we see in Indian subcontinent, but here this happens in day-wise. Every day can be this kind of changes. It means here in Deutschland, people they can have more problem related with the vata during this season, which is actually a season of pitta high. But because of this unterschiedlich difference in the temperature too much, yeah, sudden 25 degree and sudden start getting 13 degree or 10 degrees. This much change because of this sudden unterschiedlich weather, you know. This weather is very suitable for vata problem. That's why people here in Deutschland, they will have more vata problem during the summer time.
Genau, also wir müssen auf unser Vata-Dosha aufpassen in der Sommerzeit, weil gerade hier in Deutschland, also das vergessen wir dann vielleicht auch mal schnell, unser Vata-Dosha, passiert es oft, dass wir nicht so eine gleichbleibende Temperaturlinie haben, also nicht mal irgendwie so 2 Monate Sommerzeit und dann mit 30, 35 Grad oder so wie auf anderen Kontinenten, sondern dass es am Tag sogar sein kann, dass es dann einmal ganz heiß wird, dann regnet es und dann fällt es auf 10 Grad runter mit der Temperatur und dadurch wird das Vata erhöht und dann müssen wir versuchen, das Vata-Dosha auszugleichen. Das ist wichtig.
Because in each during the summer days also the temperature changes very much here, yeah. So like a morning around 10 degrees, daytime around 20, 25 degree, night again goes up to the 13, 15, 17, yeah. So much of unterschiedlich changes here in Deutschland. So that's why summertime will be very good for this kind of problem related with the Vata. Yeah, so those people who are already in the Vata age, for example, people after 50, milestone, yeah, most of times people who are around 50 years of age, from the year that is a time period for the Vata naturally. So those people who are 50 years of age or around that, they will have starting to having more trouble with the Vata during this time period of the year here in Deutschland.
Genau, also ab 50 ungefähr erhöht sich das Vata-Dosha, das müssen wir wissen. Das heißt, es wird dann nochmal so ein bisschen schwieriger, weil sich das Vata-Dosha erhöht in solchen Zuständen, wenn dann zum Beispiel morgens, hat der Dr. Devendra gerade auch gesagt, dass es dann 10 Grad zum Beispiel sind von der Temperatur, mittags dann 20 und abends dann wieder fällt das dann wieder auf 15 Grad ab. Dann wird das Vata-Dosha einfach sehr erhöht und ab dem 50. Lebensalter verstärkt sich das Vata-Dosha halt noch mehr.
Okay, so this is about it means that here in Deutschland, person can have number one, when we have a normal summer, I guess this is normal summer, then people have more trouble with the Vata, number one. Number second, it is a Pitta, but we cannot forget Kapha also. Reason that here in Deutschland, what I found that here suddenly the temperature can be in the summertime can go also very low. It can go suddenly to 5 degrees or 10 degrees also. It can change. So if you see any part of Deutschland where the weather goes so low during this time, like I would say like a June, July, August, I think these are the 3 months of the summer here, maybe up to mid-September. So if up to these 3.5 months, if we will have this temperature changing suddenly going up to 5 degrees for many days, then people can have also trouble with the kapha. It means here during this summertime, person can have trouble of the doshas with this category. Number one, Vata, Pitta, and then Kapha. Yeah, Vata number one, Pitta number one, as we say Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So this is the category how the dosha can imbalance here in Deutschland during the summertime period.
Also genau, diese Imbalance zwischen den Doshas können in der Sommerzeit, also in der Reihenfolge variieren, dass man Vata-Dosha ist halt sehr erhöht durch die Hitze, die wieder Trockenheit erzeugt. Dann kommt Pitta an zweiter Stelle und dann kann aber auch sogar das Kapha-Dosha im Ungleichgewicht, ins Ungleichgewicht kommen, weil dann Temperaturen teilweise auch auf 5 Grad oder 10 Grad runterfallen in manchen Regionen in Deutschland.
Yeah, because the time period of the kapha imbalance or the problem related with the kapha is already in the winter and the springtime. Yeah, so the winter or the Frühlingszeit, that is the exact Zeit for the kapha, where people have more trouble. I would say around January, February, March, up to April. That can be time period for the kapha dosha here in Deutschland. But as we move forward, then summertime when the strong sun comes, the kapha will be now more balanced state. But because of this weather situation here is not predictable, it can come. But here we have to think number 3, like the kapha will be number 3, yeah, in summertime period. But other two, Vata will be number 1 and Pitta always comes in the middle. So we have to, if you have to take care of like which dosha number 1 during the summertime, I would say number 1 will be the Vata. Yes?
Also wir konzentrieren uns im Sommer halt auf das Vata-Dosha, dass wir das ausgleichen müssen, da kommen wir auch gleich noch zu. An zweiter Stelle halt das Pitta-Dosha. Das Kapha-Dosha ist eigentlich gering im Ungleichgewicht, das passiert eher im Winter und im Frühling. Also Kapha-Dosha heißt halt zum Beispiel, dass zum Beispiel so Verschleimung und Erkältung passieren, so im körperlichen Bereich einfach, dass der Körper dicht ist und genau.
Yeah, so what we have to think normally Vata is more like a cold, but summer is not cold. So it means that we don't need to go suddenly with a high, like taking too much hot. We cannot take hot. So we need a balanced kind of food. Now let's come to the what kind of ahara. Ahara means food, yeah. So what we need to do in summertime, yeah. What we need to eat, what kind of lifestyle we should have to balance our body and our energy during this time period. So because anyway, okay, lot of unterschiedlich, but still it is a summertime period. and we are not supposed to take a lot of highs during this time period, yeah, because pitta is in the middle. So if you are going to take a lot of sharp asan during this time period, the pitta is going to shoot up, yeah. So summer time period, and if we start taking a lot of like you can say a lot of chili or a lot of you can say the pepper, yeah, so those kind of stuff suddenly or too much of ingwa also, yeah, so these things, or the black pepper, sharp pepper, yeah, schwarz pepper, so they will make our pitta suddenly go up, and people can have more trouble related with the pitta. They can have more like the acne, yeah, more rosacea, more like the ulcer, like the problem with the Magenschmerzen, or the with the reflux, yeah. So these kinds of problem related with the liver, problem related with the Bauchspeicheldrüse, yeah, or problem related with our gale. So these kinds of problem person can have more when they are start eating suddenly. They said, okay, if vata number 1, I should take a lot of hot, but not. You need a still a balance. Yeah, you still need to think about that. Still, it is a summer season. So how to balance the vata together with what kind of food which will not make my pitta up too much. That what I have to think.
Also ihr müsst euch überlegen, dass Pitta ja das vorherrschende Dosha in der Sommerzeit ist und wir auch im Pitta-Dosha sind. Das heißt also Pitta immer vorstellen als Feuer schon erhitzt, und wenn wir da noch Hitze draufgeben, also zum Beispiel scharfe Gewürze, dann wird das Pitta-Dosha einfach noch verstärkt und wir bekommen dann zum Beispiel Probleme mit der Haut, Rosacea, oder mit dem Magen, dass man merkt, ja, Gastritis oder solche Symptome, dass man einfach zu viel Hitze im Körper hat. Und da müssen wir halt einen Ausgleich finden, wie wir Vata dann auch noch balancieren und das Pitta-Dosha. Yeah. Also beides irgendwie, ne?
So what we have to think normally, if we see that, okay, there is not so much difference, if the weather is almost okay, we said, okay, around 20 grad, yeah, around 20 grad and not so much unterschiedlich, then we can have a normal warm water or warm things. Most important, I will say about the water, yeah, water is very important, what kind of water we are drinking. So I would say normal to warm temperature, not so cool. It's not like, okay, summer comes, let's start drinking something from the fridge, refrigerator water, or the give frozen, yeah, we say give frozen, like the frozen water or things with the frozen things. Not. That can make the lot of vata imbalance suddenly, because Deutschland is not like it's not like a India kind of weather, yeah, where the temperature is going above 30 degrees and it's going to like this for a long time. No, it is unterschiedlich. So it's still warm to normal room temperature water, yeah, that is the first thing. And that water also, I will always recommend water here in Deutschland first to boil your water always. In the morning, just boil your water and keep it in the thermos. And whether it doesn't matter whether it gets afterwards cool or maybe remain in the room temperature, you can drink that water. No need to warm it again or cook it again, but at least cook your water one time. Then it will be lighter for your digestion, because summer is also a time when our digestive fire goes low. So summertime our Verdauungsfeuer is not so high, but it is low. It cannot digest heavy water. Sometimes the water can itself difficult to digest, okay, not food but water itself. So we cannot digest water. Some person, they can have trouble only with the water because their water is heavy. They cannot digest even the water. So most important in our body, 70% is water. If it's made up of, yeah, 70% water is here. So we need a good quality of water which our body can digest and it can disperse everywhere in our body.
Unser Körper besteht ja aus 70% aus Wasser, deswegen ist es auch sehr wichtig, was für eine Qualität von Wasser wir zu uns nehmen. Und wir haben ja gerade gesagt, dass das Vata-Dosha auch erhöht ist im Sommer und wir uns darum kümmern müssen. Und Vata mag überhaupt keine kalten Getränke, also wir sollten auf gar keinen Fall zum Beispiel eiskalte Getränke zu uns nehmen oder irgendwas Gefrorenes, auch was die Ernährung anbelangt, also nicht so viel Ice Cream und so. Und genau, es ist wichtig, das Wasser abzukochen, um nochmal beim Wasserthema zu bleiben, damit das einfach eine gute Qualität hat. Und dann kann man das einfach in der Thermoskanne aufbewahren und über den Tag verteilt trinken. Das kann warm sein, es muss jetzt nicht unbedingt mehr heiß sein im Sommer, aber es sollte auf gar keinen Fall kalt sein.
And second thing, because anyway here the weather is still changing, yeah, morning it is always around 10 degrees, when it starts, and the night can be also cool here around 10 degrees, 12 degrees, sometimes it can go more deep, more lower. So I would recommend you start your day always with a kind of oil massage. Generally here in Deutschland, what I found that you need a kind of oil in your body daily, täglich, every day. It doesn't matter whether it's hot or winter, because the weather or you can say Herbst. I think your body always needs a kind of protection, a kind of insulation. So mein Vorschlag, my advice for you or for all the people, that daily start your day with oil massage. Okay, what the fat do? Maybe in winter time we go more with the vata balancing, or the herbs time we go more with the vata balancing, maybe vata telam or the Mahanarayan telam or the Dashmula telam. They are classically vata balancing oil. In summertime, we do not need to think classically too much of vata balancing oil. Yeah, apart from that, that is somebody has too much problem with vata. But what we can do, simple any form of oil. I would recommend simple coconut oil. Even though coconut cold in nature, but it is oily. Yeah, it has this insulation. Simple coconut oil or simple sesame oil itself is okay, or a simple mandel oil. Summertime, you can use any of this oil. Coconut oil, if a person feels a lot of sweating, a lot of heat in the body, but still wants to protect himself or herself with the weather situation here in Germany. So simple coconut oil will be very good for that person. If a person feels more, he still feels coldness very easily, feels the hands are cold, feet are cold, maybe using more this sesame oil or the mandel oil. Yeah. Before starting, you should always make that oil a little bit warm, and then whole body, and special attention to diese Gelenke, ja, diese kleine Gelenke hier oder Fußgelenke, Händegelenke, alle Gelenke, ja, und dann ganz Muskel, ganz körperlich, ja.
Also es macht wirklich sehr viel aus, im Ayurveda sich morgens einzuölen. Das ist wirklich hocheffektiv. Es schmiert die Gelenke, es geht auch tief in die Gewebe, wenn man das vor allem jeden Morgen macht. Sich dafür Zeit zu nehmen, sich einzuölen und gerade die Gelenke vor allen Dingen mit einzubeziehen. Man merkt wirklich, dass sich da was verändert nach einer gewissen Zeit. Gute Öle sind im Sommer tatsächlich auch Kokosöl, das kühlt einfach, wirklich Kokosöl hat eine kühlende Eigenschaft, da kann man auch den Kopf mit massieren, also den ganzen Körper, schützt und gibt uns Kraft auch im Sommer, und Sesamöl ist ein gutes Öl, Mandelöl, wenn das Vata ein bisschen erhöht ist, weil es ein bisschen nährender und wärmender wirkt. Genau.
Yeah, so the special vata oil we do not need here, like Mahanarayana or the Dashmula, yeah, this or vata telam. Classically, this vata oil we need this on other seasons. This season, if a person especially needs it, then otherwise not necessary, yeah.
Genau, es gibt spezielle Öle, genau, das Dashmula zum Beispiel für Vata, das benutzt man eher im Sommer, im Winter, Entschuldigung, im Winter und in der kalten Jahreszeit, also in der Vata-Zeit.
Yeah. So this is about the like how you start your day with thinking about the vata balancing with the oil, and then food will be always light food. Yeah. So summertime is a time for eating something light, and it can be not so cool, normal temperature, and something also to clean your bodies and good for the Reinigung, for the circulation, something light. So, and that should be during the daytime. So mostly I will say more like the more green leaves, anything, something like the spinach or rucola or the mangold, anything related with that. And also this kind of like kokoswasser, yeah, daytime, kokoswasser, or these are gurke saft. That is also good during this time period. Or you can make a kind of, people here in Germany, they make a lot of smoothies. They drink a lot of smoothies during the summertime period. So in your smoothies, whatever you are making with the green vegetable, first you understand, okay, what is the effect of that, and then always put some of the lemon saft there, yeah, Zitronensaft, bisschen Zitronensaft. And for vata balancing, it will good if you put little bit of salt inside. So Zitronensaft and bisschen salt, then your body can absorb it very easily. You can digest it very easily. Instead of putting oil inside and making so thick, that is not a good idea. So when you are making your smoothies during this time period, no need to put any oil inside. Yeah. People with a vata problem, for them lion salmon oil is also good. Aber nicht in smoothie. Yeah. if you want to take the lion salmon oil, if somebody has more trouble with the vata during the summertime also with the knochen or the knee or the you can say in the gelenken, then you can drink this lion salmon oil with warm water. Ja, vielleicht ein Teelöffel of diese Lion salmon oil in deine warm Wasser in Morgen trinken oder ein Teelöffel in deine Essen in the middle und ein Teelöffel in the Abend. So 3 Teelöffel diese Lion salmon oil can be taken with your meal or mit warm Wasser, aber nicht in deine diese Smoothie, ja?
Wir haben ja gesagt, dass im Sommer die Verdauungskräfte eher schwach sind und deswegen sollten wir uns im Sommer auch einfach mit leichten Sachen ernähren. Und ganz gut ist zum Beispiel auch so Smoothies mit frischen Kräutern, Wildkräutern zum Beispiel sind super, mit Zitrone und ein bisschen Salz. Das reguliert auch wiederum das Vata-Dosha. Leute, die Probleme mit Vata haben, können auch ein bisschen Leinsamenöl zu sich nehmen zum Essen. Das schmiert einfach die Gelenke ganz schön, aber ansonsten sollten wir im Sommer eher darauf achten, wirklich wenig Fette zu uns zu nehmen und vor allen Dingen kein Öl in die Smoothies mit reinzugeben.
Yes, and of course you can also take a lot of fresh vegetables and fresh fruits. Like what are the fruits at the moment? We see that if you don't have too much trouble with the vata, yeah, with the vata individually we have to think about. Otherwise, people can take, of course, berries. This is season for the berries here in Deutschland also. We can take them. Season for the Kirsche, the cherries, you can also take them. Also, this is the season like where you can make a lot of like the soup with the different vegetable soup and different bean soups. They are also good. But whenever we are making them, instead of putting too much of sharp Gewürze, yeah, sharp Gewürze, sharp, very sharp things, you should always put their Kreuzkümmel. So use a lot of coriander. So Kreuzkümmel and coriander, these are the 2 Gewürze. That is a special Gewürze for the summer side. Whenever you are cooking, making any soup or any dal, different the beans, yeah, the Kreuzkümmel and coriander, they will be the special Gewürze during the summertime period. If somebody has more trouble with the like the Blähbauch, then they can also use bisschen Asafoetida. Yeah, in when they are cooking these kind of either the vegetable soup oder mit diese Bohnensuppe.
Also wir können im Sommer gut frische Sachen zu uns nehmen. Das vertragen wir dann auch einfach besser, weil das Pitta-Dosha einfach im Vordergrund steht. Wichtig ist dabei auch einfach mit guten Gewürzen, die verdauungsfördernd sind, zu arbeiten, wie Kreuzkümmel und Koriander beispielsweise. Und wenn man dazu neigt, also Blähungen zum Beispiel zu entwickeln, dann kann man Asafoetida auch nochmal ganz gut verwenden und bei frischen Sachen sollte man dann nur ein bisschen aufpassen, wenn man eher dazu neigt, dass das Vata-Dosha erhöht ist und man auch so empfindlich ist im Magen-Darm-Trakt. Dann
Yeah, so normalerweise Nusse is okay, but you should always think about which Nusse has viele oil. Any Nusse which has a viele oil, you should make them less. Remember that, yeah? So any kind of nuts, normalerweise all the nuts, they have a lot of oil, but especially Sonnenblumenkerne, yeah? From this Sonnenblumen oil comes this sesame samen, or this pine kernel, yeah? They have a lot of oil, even the Mendel also. So these things you should take less, and better is to soak them overnight. So as overnight in the Wasser, yeah? And then next morning, then you can, especially not with the this Sonnenblumen or the sesame salmon kernel. This you don't need to, but especially with the Mendel, yeah, Mendel kernel. If you want to eat them next morning, soak them overnight. Then it is always better, and not too much during this season. Winter time is a time for taking more Nutze. Summer is not time for taking a lot of Nutze, yeah.
Genau, die Sommerzeit, da sollen wir einfach nicht so viel Nüsse zu uns nehmen, weil die einfach sehr fetthaltig sind. Dann sollten wir eher ausweichen auf so Sesamsaaten und Sonnenblumenkerne, die sind halt nicht ganz so gehaltvoll. Und die anderen Nüsse, wenn wir die dann gerne zu uns nehmen, wie Mandeln oder halt einfach die ein bisschen fettiger sind, die am besten einweichen und auch ohne Schale dann essen. Genau.
And normally the sus is okay because sus is good for both vata and pitta. Yeah, aber nicht white sugar. When we say sus, then what kind of sus? That is also light for our digestion, which can help for the cleaning. So mein Vorschlag will be Rosinen. So summer side is a side for eating rosenan, or we have in Ayurveda we say munakka. It's like a little bit gross trocken grapes, yeah, or wind trauben.
Ja.
Yeah, so that is bisschen like the black color bisschen grows a rosenan mit Samen inside, and they are trocken, and they are also very good for the Reinigung. In Ayurveda we sagen das Munakka, das ist ein Name, ja, aber das ist große Rosinen mit Samen innere, ja.
Also ich glaube, dass es Sultanin sind bei uns, oder?
Nicht so Sultanin.
Nee, Sultanin is berry, okay.
Yeah, nicht so Sultanin, aber something like the Rosinen
Yeah.
you can take, or the Datan that can be also taken if you want to take something with a more like because sweet is recommended during this season, because the sweet can also give our body energy, and normally because of the strong sun rays our body it loses energy very quickly. So anything which provides our body this nutrient juices fast, like the datan, yeah, the dates, they are recommended to take during this time period. Together with dates, there is a rosenan, because it gives the energy. Same time, rosenan also helps to Reinigung. Yeah, so good for our Verdauung system also during this season.
Also der Körper braucht auch Süße im Sommer oder einfach genau Zucker, und das ist ganz gut, wenn wir dann zum Beispiel Rosinen essen, Datteln, alles, was uns so eine natürliche Süße bringt, und das gibt uns auch wieder Kraft.
And also anything, what kind of treatment? I would suggest that this is summertime is also a very good time period for especially for the vata balancing, the Behinlung. If you have to make any Behinlung, yeah, or the treatment, so I would suggest you vata balancing, not the pitta balancing, vata balancing based on the season here in Deutschland. And also it is a good time period for panchakarma during this time period. But when I say panchakarma, then here it will be in Deutschland. Yeah, panchakarma machen here in Deutschland. If you go to India, you have to see what is the temperature. Too much hot is also not a good temperature for doing the panchakarma. So vielleicht a bisschen moist, vielleicht Kerala in South India, yeah, where there is a bisschen, there is a moist weather. So that is a good temperature for doing the panchakarma during this season or during this time of the year, yeah.
Genau, jetzt reden wir so ein bisschen über die Möglichkeiten der Therapien, die wir machen können. Gerade zum Beispiel unser Vata-Dosha auszugleichen, das ist ganz gut, eine Panchakarma-Kur zu machen. Also es geht bei unseren Temperaturen hier tatsächlich ganz gut. Man muss nur aufpassen, wenn man das im Ausland macht, dass es nicht zu heiß ist. Also Möglichkeiten gibt es in Kerala, da sind die Temperaturen ganz gut dafür.
Yeah, so these are some of the common things you can say about what we should do during this summer season, and I think our time is already over. So if you have any questions, do we have any question in the chat? If you have any questions, so we can answer your question, and if you have any questions, you can ask me quickly. Okay, here. I hope you understand everyone. Or any questions? Good. So thank you very much for listening us carefully, and then next week also we will meet again with another topic of Ayurveda. Since then, namaste.
Namaste.